Welcome to another episode of Music Musings. I am your host, Derek. With me is Pat. Pat, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing? Tired of this cold. I'm tired of this wind. I'm tired of this ice. But other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, it's no longer ice. It's just hell. Frozen hell out there.
Hell is frozen over.
Yeah.
There we go.
God. Anyway,
Yeah.
so very excited,
Yeah.
as always.
Yes.
Today's episode, we are actually with 2/3 of the ReedyGeeks. So we are with Andrew and JJ. Hello.
That's ReedyGeeks, ReedyGeeks. Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm JJ. I've been on here before, actually.
Yeah. Second time.
This is my first time. I've written into the show,
Mhm.
and I think I was.
We did not respond.
You did not respond. No, you didn't? I thought
No,
you
we
did.
We did.
Yeah, you
we
did.
It was intentional.
Yeah.
We didn't directly answer your question.
No.
No.
So
It's okay. I'll force you to answer it now online.
Oh,
On
wow.
live.
we'll edit that out because
Yeah.
this is not live at all.
No. We have a lot of control.
We have a lot of control. Edit that whole thing.
Yeah.
Wait, and let's get
Silence for clicking.
There we go.
Mm,
Music
That was-
to our ears.
that was
That's
rich.
That's just good ambient noise.
Rich. Rich. Yes.
Hold for room tone.
Yeah.
So we are live at the Reedy Geeks studio, aka Long Beach.
one of the studios. There's a
Multiple.
couple. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a couple
Multiple
Reedy Geeks
studios.
studios.
Mm.
This is one of them. Actually,
Such a wide network.
Yeah. we're in every major city across America. At least 60 different cities.
It's pretty
Um,
incredible.
yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
We actually recorded our first Mouse Madness here
Mm.
last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think Sean wanted to kill us by the end of that day.
Yes.
Shout out to Sean.
Yes.
The third geek who
Yeah, the third
who's
geek.
not with us today.
Yeah.
Should we explain what Reedy Geeks is? Or is it?
Sure. This is now a Reedy Geeks podcast
Podcast.
episode.
I'm taking over.
Hello, you're listening to Reedy Geeks.
No, go ahead. What is?
Please.
Please go ahead. Very briefly.
So, Reedy Geeks is a Disney World based podcast. We focus on all things Disney World, like what we like, anything that's going on, trip takeaways, history, things like that. And we come out every Tuesday. So it's a little different than music, but
I think we got some music stuff coming
We
this
do.
year, though.
yes.
Mm.
Some maybe Imagineers.
I've been in contact with a guy that does that did the music in some of the music in the 90s for Epcot, and I want to get him on. So that's one of my goals for the year is to do a music episode with Russ Brower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the music of theme parks is a very interesting space to learn about. Like you can't have the loop be too short, right? And then it's got to be themed to the area, and
And a lot of really talented people create this stuff, and it's just it's really interesting because the music of the parks is so tied to people's nostalgia for the parks that people
Mhm.
that aren't even musicians or whatever, they'll walk into a park, and if they change the loop, they'll be like, it feels different. Why does this feel different?
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's because the music is different.
Mm.
It's a really interesting space that people tend to overlook the first 3 or 4 times you go to a park.
yeah,
Mm. Hmm.
Fascinating.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
So, welcome to Reedy Geeks. No, glad we could do this together. Very fortunate that you guys are, our friends second, Reedy Geeks first. And so, very excited. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about, as this is a music podcast. We have been having these discussions about AI and how that's influenced what we listen to on a daily basis.
Mm.
So, want to get your perspectives around, what are you listening to? What's on repeat? What artists have you been, listening to, whether it's somebody new or just somebody you play all the time? And want to talk a little bit about how AI in any way has influenced your listening habits. So excited to kind of jump into that and
Mm.
interested to hear what your picks are.
Want to hand it off to our guests for the...
Yeah, so we'll start with let's talk about what are your top 5 artists right now, maybe even a song or two that you've been listening to on repeat, and give a little reason why you're listening to that artist. Anybody can start. So,
JJ, you seem more prepared.
Okay, so mine. So in general, I just saw MJ the musical. So this past week, I've been revisiting a lot of Michael, and Man in the Mirror is kind of a standout moment in that show, and it's a killer song.
It
It's
is.
actually the song that was #1 on the day I was born. So it's a song that
wow.
has a little bit of like, maybe it's like your music horoscope, like what song was #1 on the day
That's
you were
interesting.
born.
Okay.
So if you're talking about a song specifically, Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson, and the musical itself was kind of interesting. Have you guys seen it or heard about it?
I have not.
No, I haven't seen the musical. No.
So the music and the dancing was incredible. But it seems a little weird that we're getting a Michael Jackson musical for like, I thought he was canceled.
Oh, right. Yeah. I think that people go back and forth on that argument, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's still a hot topic.
Like, isn't
the musical like conveniently ends in like 92.
Right.
Right.
Very convenient.
Very convenient.
pre-lawsuits, pre-Epstein Island, allegedly.
Yeah.
But was that proven wrong, or is it still just like kind of up in the air?
I think it goes back. I think it's a person-to-person conversation, because some people feel like they can't separate the artist from the controversy.
Of course,
Yeah,
right.
So yeah, I think I've heard both sides of the argument on this. For me, I think I'm capable of separating despite the controversy, because I can take for what that moment is for that song or that album that artist creates.
Yeah, I think I'm someone that mostly separates art from the artist, because there are so many artists that you can't retroactively cancel how a song or a moment made you feel, or
correct.
So there's so many things. If you were gonna go, you'd have a really bad life if you have to boycott every bad decision or person or whatever. Like, you wouldn't be able to buy our groceries if you couldn't go, like, if you couldn't go, I'm going to go buy from only the most right.
Like, I don't like what Purdue
ethically
does,
sourced or whatever.
Right.
Like it's not possible to only buy from good people and only support like everybody. There's so many monsters out there right now for different reasons.
Correct.
At the top of society.
Right.
So like I get that, and that's kind of why I've kind of always been separating art from the artist. Like, yeah, do I not feel great about sharing some of that music sometimes? Sure. But it doesn't change how a song makes me feel. It might change how I speak highly of a certain artist.
Right.
The next thing I want to talk about, the next one is another thing that I saw this week. I saw the new Muppet Show that Seth Rogen produced.
Really?
And Sabrina Carpenter is the guest star on. It's only like 30 minutes long. It is tight. It's so funny. It's perfectly like 70s era Muppet Show where they were like, it was a nighttime show. So it was, it wasn't for kids.
Yeah.
Part of it is that there's a little bit of fun that's like appropriate for a little older, a little younger. It's a nice mix of stuff.
Innuendos.
Yeah, there's a definite innuendo.
Yeah.
There's some. It's very funny. There's 3 or 4 musical numbers in it. Specifically, Rizzo the Rat covers "Blinding Lights" by The Weeknd, and it is so
good.
Funny. Because it's just like it's Rizzo the Rat singing "Blinding Lights," and there's something so funny about it. Like, it looks like a music video.
Right.
And Sabrina Carpenter sings "Man-Child," and she beats up a bunch of Muppets while the chickens are her backup singers.
Wow.
So there's like extra clucks with the vocals and stuff.
It's
They
funny.
so they didn't just hit play on her album version. They actually did
Mm,
make it feel a little bit like a live performance. It was really good. I highly recommend that.
mm,
Next thing, a band that I listened to when I was in high school really was something that pushed me into more alternative music is a band called The Format.
mm.
They came out with a new album, so that's kind of pushed me back to listening to their whole catalog.
Right.
The album has some misses. I'm really glad that the singer of the band, Nate Roos, is back making
Mm.
music.
Mm,
He's a guy that I was lucky enough to meet about probably 10 years ago now, 9 years ago, 10
Mm.
years ago. And this was like right after I was living in LA, and it was after Fun. Fun was like on a hiatus or whatever.
mm,
And people were like coming up to him and being like, I love Fun and blah, blah, blah. When's the
Mm.
next album? And I spoke to him, and all I wanted to talk to him about was The Format. And I had a really great like 5-minute conversation about like
mm,
where I saw him in the city when in like 2007 or whatever. And he had some stories. It was really nice to
mm,
do that. And I'm really glad he's back making music.
mm.
And then the other two things, one is just like someone current that I love is Olivia Rodrigo.
Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong
I
with
think
that.
her two albums are like the closest thing to like a rock album that some of like these young Gen Z
Mm,
have to
Mhm.
like she's kind of a rock star, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like she is.
mm,
Her albums are rock albums, and I'm really like
mm.
the producer of her is the same producer as Chapel Roan. It's actually he's a Long Island guy.
Oh, nice.
Long Island.
His name is Dan Nigro. He was in a band called As Tall as Lions.
Mm,
In the mid 2000s to late 2000s.
mm,
So if you're an alternative rock person, you might know As Tall as Lions.
mm.
He's now producing music. He works with Olivia Rodrigo. He works with Chapel Roan.
Sweet.
So like it's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of talented people on Long Island.
Yeah.
that are now kind of collecting Grammys and getting their flowers. Another person
Mm.
that we've played shows with got a Grammy last week.
Nick.
No, not Nick. The Ragosta brothers.
Oh,
Joe and Rob.
Yeah.
Joe and Robbie. Because they write Jelly Roll's songs.
Oh, really?
So
That's cool.
Jelly Roll won a Grammy
Yeah.
last week, or I don't know when this comes out, but
Mm.
but a couple guys that we used to play shows with,
Oh, that's
trade
amazing.
shows with, that they just won a Grammy.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Long Island talent in the tippy top of the music industry.
Don't go to sleep on Long Island.
No.
Sleep on us.
And then the last thing is just a playlist that I made of of songs, and I sent it to Derek before this. It's just like
Mm.
a collection of music that I am enjoying because I'm like embracing my old man aesthetic as I'm sipping on bourbon,
Hey.
talking to people about music,
Hey,
about things from 20 years ago.
that's fine. Hey, nothing's wrong with
Just fully embracing my old man aesthetic. So I made like a classic rock playlist of like all the music that like people our dad's ages
Mm.
would have been being like, these guys are really cool. And then I'm like, wait, but these guys are really
They
cool.
are really
Yeah, yeah.
So it's some like it's some fun stuff. It's ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, and Steely Dan, and
Okay.
so some of that stuff. But then it's also like people that have fully overlooked, like
Mm.
Glenn Campbell. Oh my
Mm.
god,
Yeah.
he's a monster.
Yeah.
Like his melody is really good, but he's a much better guitar player than people give him credit for.
Mm.
There's a really cool video on YouTube of Glenn Campbell and Jerry Reed. It was like a TV special,
Mm.
and the two of them are playing Southern Nights together live, and it is just so
Mm.
good. Southern Nights might be one of
Mm.
my current like favorite songs.
Mm.
Uh,
Okay. I
Yeah,
like that.
so Southern Nights by Glenn Campbell. That's my last pick.
Yeah. Solid. Solid.
No, I mean that's quite the artist here. You got the Muppets, and then you got Cool Dad Rock.
Yeah. It was wide range.
Wide range.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wide gamut.
Yeah,
Wide
And
gamut.
Olivia Rodrigo in there.
Yeah. And yeah. Gotta add that too.
For the kids.
For the
Yeah.
kids.
For the
You
kids.
gotta be,
For the
for the
kids.
kids.
I didn't check out Olivia Rodrigo actually. I haven't,
I think you would like it.
You would like.
Yeah.
You would like.
Especially judging by what I know of your list.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump into that.
So when Derek texted me that, come up with your 5 most listened to recent artists, or like recently listened to artists, who's on rotation, I responded back with like, can the reason just be because my wife puts them on? Like, is that an okay reason?
Yeah.
But it's kind of true. Like, I find myself finding it difficult to listen to music these days, and I feel like I have too much control. Like, whenever I go back to music that I have always liked, like, I'll like, yes, this song rocks. Okay, skip. You know what I mean? Like, I liked it. Like, I like it for one verse, and then okay, next song. Okay, next song.
Yeah.
And I have this like next song mentality, and it's
Sam's like that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why like the music that I'm listening to in like to completion now is more of whatever's on our Google Home when I get home from work, right? Or whatever my wife has on. So if you were to look at my Spotify Wrapped, right?
Yeah.
What's the top like artists? I think 1 through 5 was Chapel Rome.
Yeah.
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 I saw that come.
Dan Nigro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Red Wine Supernova. I could listen to that over and over and over again. Right. But it's interesting. Like it's whatever whatever mood you're in. Right. Like you're cleaning up the house. I want to listen to some Guster. That's from my my high school years. Right. Or this new. I don't know how new they are, but they're kind of new to us. California Honey Drops.
Yeah.
They're really good. Has that same type of like Guster feel, I feel like. But then my wife goes into the music that she used to watch, the music that she used to listen to when she was growing up, and that was influenced by her parents. So a ton of Al Green, Stevie Wonder,
Oh yeah.
Steely Dan, like JJ mentioned,
Yeah.
Van Morrison, and so that's usually our go-to is like that genre, that era of music there.
Steely Dan might be like the most overlooked because it seems so silly when you listen to it surface level.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of meat there, and the melody is so good.
Yeah.
Hey 19, that opening chord on
Yeah.
Hey 19, the bing, right? And
Yeah.
that's I could just hit like rewind again every time.
Yeah.
But if I were to choose like an artist myself just to listen to, I think right now it would be Zach Brown. And we just went to go see him in concert in Las Vegas at the Sphere.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that was it was a good concert. And so I've been into his new album that he came out with, Love and Fear. There's a couple hits and misses. Definitely like the back half of that album is a big miss for me, but there's some really good songs on there that make me think that he's like, I don't know, he's always changing. Like he's now being influenced, I feel like, from Zach Bryan. He's got like 2 songs in there that are like, oh my God, I could definitely think that Zach Bryan was singing this rather
They're
than Zach Brown.
they're more folky.
Yes, definitely. He's got 2 songs on there that are definitely more folky than what he's used to. Because I mean, when I got into him was when he played this or he made this like small album with the drummer from a famous drummer,
Taylor Hawkins from the Foo Fighters.
no,
Dave Grohl's from the
Dave
Foo
Grohl.
Fighters. Okay.
Dave Grohl.
Oh, okay.
All right, so he made this album with Dave Grohl, and
Right.
it's like a rock based album, and so he's going away from the rockness. So I mean, he's been into a lot, country, and then rock, now folky,
Folky country, yeah.
Folky
I mean,
country.
Zach Bryan, that's another. But that's like if you like old country, if you're like, oh, Johnny Cash, old Hank Williams, that stuff's cool. And then like,
Yeah.
you want to figure out like, well, what's the modern version of that? Willie Nelson. Like, Zach Bryan's got some cool, like old school country stuff. Like Casey Musgraves is another one that I would put in that same category, but she plays with a lot. Like her genres kind of switch. She's just making music. She likes making music.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. I think I'll probably check that out because I like that side of country a lot more than pop country. Like I don't like, you talk about Zach Brown. Like I don't like Chicken Fried. Like that's not a song for me.
Yeah. I mean the Grohl sessions that he did, those are pretty good. Day of the Dead, that's a great song. That's one of my favorite songs by him. But then in this new album he has of the Love and Fear, or Love and Fire. No, Love and Fear. This new album he has of Love and Fear. He's got a song with Snoop Dogg, right? Like it's a little random at times,
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, I think and you made a lot of good points there. I think it's, for me, and I'll go next, I guess.
Yeah, please.
AI, I think, has destroyed my listening habits. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. But primarily,
Wait, we didn't really talk about AI.
I know we're not there yet. We're not in segment 2 yet. Still segment
6
1. For me, it's because my top 5, which I'll go into right now, somber, and specifically, there's a song 12 to 12. Very cool. It's fun, catchy. It's has a little bit of like Foster the People behind it.
That's why I probably like his music. Yeah,
it's got his voice has a really cool timbre, and it's just a fun song. And he just released another single that you were telling. Yeah,
Homewrecker. Yeah,
also a great song.
Yeah, fantastic.
And he's a young kid. He's a young.
Yeah, no.
He's a young buck out there, but he's a lot of fun, and he looks like, who did you say he looks like?
Oh, Michael from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Actually, Elise Smith made that reference.
I saw it because I was watching the Grammys and I saw him, and he looks like,
Yeah. I was like, you're right. You're right. He does, but fantastic. I agree with you, Somber.
Oh my God, he does.
Yeah.
a little bit, right?
Yeah.
A little
It's
bit.
like a handsome version of that kid.
Right.
Sorry,
My
Finn
favorite.
Wolfhard.
sorry, Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He's
Look,
better.
you're doing okay.
You're doing all right.
You're doing all right.
You're doing great.
So I've been into them, and then I'm still listening to Silk Sonic. I went back to them
Nice.
because Bruno just came out with his new single, and
Uh-huh.
he's coming out with a new album. And I was like, let me put Silk Sonic on. I was like,
Oof.
this album is great.
Yeah.
I can listen to it from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
The perks of a short album too is
Right.
that it's just all hits.
Yeah, everything was my personal favorite. Smoking Out the Window. I just
Hell yeah.
I can't help it. I start singing along.
It's just
Yeah.
super talented group.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous vocals,
Mhm.
but a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And then, I get into Teddy Swims,
Mhm.
which I've kind of recently discovered him, even though he's been around for a long time. But his vocals are ridiculous. There's so much soul behind that voice. And it's, and you said this best, JJ, he's like Benson Boone. Same kind of skill level,
Okay.
but his songs are just so much more soulful, I think. And
Okay.
to me, that captivates me a lot more than Benson.
He's Benson Boone if Benson Boone had a soul.
Yeah.
Like there's
There you
no
go.
soul in Benson
Right.
Boone. He's a talented guy.
Right.
But he's
Uh-huh.
just like he's someone that is just like he feels very American Idol, where he's a good singer and that's all he can do, which is fine. It's
Yeah.
great for a lot of people.
Right.
Teddy Swims. Also, I learned. Do you know Teddy Swims? What he says. Some of his favorite bands are
Oh.
Circa Survive.
Oh, there you go. That's why I like him so much. Oh, shout out to Anthony Green.
Future podcast guest.
Yeah. Oh,
Hopefully.
Anthony.
Yeah. You're welcome. Come on.
He is
Ridiculous.
such a talented and kind person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I go, and this next person, I'm not super proud of. Not that I don't like this artist, Charlie Puth. He came out with a new song, and he has a new album. I think it's out, or he's coming out with another one. His single's okay, and his new music is okay. It's kind of boring. And I kind of wish, and this is probably not a great thing to say, I wish he was single again, because when he was single and wasn't married, his what was that album? Voice Notes?
Yeah.
awesome album. I could listen to it again, top to bottom.
Yeah.
And then his new stuff, it's boring because I don't know if it's because what he's writing about now. It's like, his future with his wife, starting a family, and like that's great. But it's just, I don't know. The music is boring. It's not as fun. So I've been listening to his new single because I'm trying to get into it. But it's
Can't
not
turn
there.
around on it?
It's not there.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah, I haven't personally listened to it, but I am a fan of Charlie Puth.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
that kind of. Well, I'll listen and see if I can. Maybe I'll
It's okay. Listen, he's talented. He's got the perfect pitches. That's great. But
Oh, really? He's got perfect pitch. He doesn't talk about it at all.
every day.
I've never heard him talk about it.
I don't know who this is.
Is it Chaperone?
Yeah.
And then
Are they
finally,
at a Pink Pony Club? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that what he's singing?
Can't get wrong with that one.
he's probably covered it. He probably has.
has.
But anyway,
With Jimmy Fallon.
right.
And then where he brought up he had perfect pitch 4
pitch,
times.
right.
Yeah.
Let me make a song with a cup or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mm.
Who is this? Wait.
Charlie
He does
Puth.
that stuff. We're joking, but no,
He has done that.
He's done
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
where he's been on Jimmy Fallon and
Made a joke.
made a song
Yeah.
live with Jimmy Fallon
Yeah.
in the room with a cup. Like,
Yeah.
and he like
Was it a
clicked the cup.
He's like, oh, what's that pitch? Oh, it's an A5. A5.
Yeah, he's like,
oh, there it is.
I think that's a C4. Okay,
Come on,
so so the song's in C and then and then he like and then like you see him make like a beat
Yeah,
like,
generic.
live.
Sorry, I don't mean.
No, but
It-
it's just it's silly and it's fake and it's for TV and it's
That's not what perfect pitch. I mean, like,
no, it is what perfect.
it is
Pitch
what it is. But
perfect pitch has nothing to do with, technically
Nothing.
speaking, perfect pitch has nothing to do with musical talent.
That's yeah.
Nope.
So wait, this is different than Pitch Perfect, right?
no. Well, that's a movie.
that was right there.
Perfect
Yeah,
definition.
there. That was it. That was
Because I
it.
do like that cup song.
I got my ticket for the
Wait, who? That was Anna.
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
Speaking of on repeat,
Oh man.
Let's put that. Where was I? Oh, the final artists, which I mean, they're always there. 1975. I just can't get away from them. I really
Yeah.
just can't. I tried.
Somebody else.
So I recently have started listening to At Their Very Best live at Madison Square Garden.
Mhm.
It's like that's probably my most favorite live album ever.
Performance and everything.
It's ridiculous.
have you ever seen them live?
Once?
That's a good episode. I saw them in 1975 at the Paramount.
Mm.
Long time ago.
What?
Yeah.
When did they play there?
2013.
Oh, so I was like, okay.
They only had one album.
Yeah.
Mm.
There was
Wow.
they closed with Chocolate. I mean, they probably still close with Chocolate.
Mhm.
Mm.
But I think they only had the one album.
2013. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at you.
Mm.
All right.
I'm an old head.
All right.
I also did not know they were for girls until I showed up at that concert and I went alone.
Yeah.
And every person there, like I was the oldest person
Mm.
that was a guy
Yeah.
Mhm.
that wasn't the dad of someone
Right.
that was there. And I was only like 25 years old.
They were like, "Where's your daughter?"
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
You here with your girlfriend or
No.
your- no?
Nope.
No.
Mm.
Just,
Just a fan.
This band is
Just
good.
yeah. Just a fan.
Just a big fan. Thank you.
Yeah. Is that a problem?
Yeah. No, that's absolutely true.
Yeah. That's fair.
So that's my top 5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, I mean, I like that one.
What about you, Pat? Where are you at?
All right, let's see. In my top 5 rotation is a favorite band of mine, The Neighborhood.
Nice.
Alt rock band.
Yeah.
Was it the classic album I Love You? I think it's with the unique symbols for the album
Sweater
cover.
weather. And
Yes, Afraid.
okay.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
For me, I always gravitate towards more indie bands, but this is like an alt rock band that I just couldn't help hitting the repeat button. And it's always been a fan of mine. But they have a new album coming out called Ultrasounds, February 20th. And I've been listening to their, a few songs like Planet and a few others, and it's just catchy music. It's perfect for me for like walking around late night. It's such a minimalistic but like very dark and yet at the same time like vulnerable like sound, and that's just my that's kind of like I realize myself like that's a preference of mine. I like minimal but very solid production, and that's just they just do a great job at that. They have a little bit of hip hop in some of their songs and their collaborations. They collaborated with G-Eazy and a few others, Nipsey Hussle. They've in the past, so I kind of like their music the most.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite song by them?
That's a tough one. It's between Afraid.
Mm.
I'm building a playlist of everything. You guys-
Yeah, no, please. That's a smart
Right now,
idea.
actually,
That's
have to, and then put it in the show notes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have a playlist.
you have a playlist on
Great playlist.
Spotify, so we will add some of these songs that you've been
Oh, I
talking
gotta
about.
follow that.
Yeah, we have
We'll
a
do it
play-
after the show.
Yeah.
We'll do it after.
Yeah.
No, I want
now.
I want the listeners to hear me. Go
Play
on my
phone and typing.
Otherwise, we don't believe that you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They've got.
Open up your Spotify.
yeah.
I think they're a good winter alternative.
Yeah.
band like that, where like
Yeah.
the 1975 is like the summer version of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. That's like a
You
that's
guys
a
are like-
very
It's like a summer and winter thing. With them, too.
that's a
It's
very
funny.
good point.
Well, he went to Five Towns College
Yeah.
as well.
we have to acknowledge
I mean,
that.
my
FTC.
college is Five Towns College. So is Adam Levine's. So is John Bellion.
And, hey, we was just talking about him. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
FTC.
No, Long Islanders. Well, Adam Levine's not a Long Islander.
Wow.
He just ended up at Five
Yeah.
Towns. for some reason.
Somehow they ended up there.
somehow landed there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know what mistakes he made in his life.
that was
He righted the ship really quickly.
yeah.
So
He's like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Go to California. Oh man.
yeah, but
songs about Jane is exclusively about the dorm room at Five Towns College, which is again all of this talent just comes from Long Island.
yeah,
There it
for
is,
real.
right there. Oh my god.
Oh god, that was a good point. For the next
Shout out songs about Jane. That's a great album.
No, that
It
actually
really
is a great
so
album.
good. Like, go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
mm,
It wasn't just 2002 that got to you. No,
That was a good
it's
album.
a good album.
okay. Yeah. That one. That was Sunday morning and
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Sunday
then
morning.
absolutely yes. Then that's fantastic.
Hard to Breathe, This Love, that's songs 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then Sunday Morning is like track 8 or something.
Yeah, but I think that's my personal favorite.
That's their best album by far.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
Well, that's because when they were a band and not just
Adam Levine and the guys.
featuring a bunch of people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not, and they weren't just like grabbing pop songs from Benny Blanco and being
Yeah.
like, well, if I rewrite the second verse,
Mm.
Maroon 5 wrote this song, right? It's like, sure, we both wrote this song if you changed some of
Right.
the words in the second verse. I'll take more awards and money because
Yeah.
I'm Benny Blanco.
Oh man.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
So yes, who is your next artist?
Another one I've recently discovered last year is 54 Ultra, which is a band of John Anthony. It has a combination of alt rock, R&B, pop. We got like I said, minimalism in production is for some reason it's just a go-to of mine. It has such like a late night drive, there's a lot of emotional music lyrics, but it's also upbeat to some degree. So Upside Down is a good track if you want to listen to it. And Talk to Me, those are the top two. That's always my rotation for 50 Ultra.
Mm.
I don't know what I like that like sound, and I don't know, something about the vocals as well, the way he sings it. It's just it gives a little bit of a soulful experience to it. I think on Upside Down, there we go. That's the song. It has like a soulful cadence to his lyrics. I like that.
Nice.
Yeah. The next one is a personal favorite, and the reason why I bring it up because his album just dropped out yesterday. J. Cole, artist, producer.
Mm.
He's fantastic. I've been following his career since the mixtape days, from the early 2010s
Right.
to his career right now. He's a legend in an upcoming legend in my book. He talks about a lot of vulnerability, fame, morality, mental health, self-doubt, purpose, Black identity, systemic issues. I just always loved his vulnerability in his music.
Yeah.
One of my favorite albums by him, 2014, Forest Hills Drives. The intro is literally just he has a
Is that his album that came out around the pandemic?
That would be no. That is
It's
the off season. No. There's. I know which one
I
you're
think it's
talking
a
about.
different. It's a different address. Man.
Yeah.
It's another address one.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's a cover behind him is like a basketball hoop on fire. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name of
that
it.
album.
Yeah.
I was into that album, and I think probably that one. I think that's the one before it.
Yeah.
Now that I'm
They're
putting the math together.
yeah. He's great. And one of his things that I love about his music is, like I said, he's just constantly growing. And for example, one of his albums, For Your Eyes Only, the whole point of the album, the ending track, For Your Eyes Only, it's a song to his daughter. His wife was pregnant at the time, and he made a song of all the things he would want for her, all the things he would hope that she would achieve, all the things about him in case something happened to him. He wanted to like document it, and it's beautiful to the point where I'm thinking about it right now. I got goosebumps because it's like if you're a father or anything, this is something you would want to, you would want your children to know about me and what I would want for you. So what I love, anyway, just I have such a ton of respect for him, and he consistently keeps growing as an artist and as a producer. He's fantastic. So if you ever get a chance, he has a very wide catalog of a lot of topics, but he's really good. Another one for me is a producer, not actually a rapper or a singer or a band, which is Nujabes. And there's always been debate on who created the lo-fi hip-hop sound. Some people say it's Jay Dilla, some people say it's Nujabes. It depends on how you view it. But to me, that's how I got introduced to lo-fi hip-hop. He was one of the main producers of an anime called Samurai Champloo. He was one of the main music producers among Fat John, Forces of Nature, and a few other people. But his music is a combination of lo-fi hip-hops and like soft piano keys with drums that can either be soft and rhythm or aggressive. He used Japanese instruments like the shamisen and certain percussions that were blended very well with the hip-hop sound. And it's meant to be like meditative. It's meant to be relaxing. For me, I listen to it when I walk, when I work on music, or I work on music, but work at on emails and stuff like that. So for me, it's like an all like perfect genre of music for me for any type of activity.
Yeah.
So it's always a go-to for me to when I'm having like a stressful day. It puts me in a very relaxed state of mind. So that's always been a personal favorite of mine since like teenage me to now. It's still the same. It has the same exact effect. And,
awesome.
Yeah. And for the last artist, which I know everybody's gonna probably judge me for, you can't go wrong with Bad Bunny.
Well, he won.
You can't go wrong with Bad Bunny. And as
I'm gonna enjoy hearing him for the first time tomorrow.
No, there's no way. I can't. I refuse to believe that.
No, come on.
I refuse to believe that.
You've heard Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
If my wife doesn't put it on,
no way. When this podcast is over, we're gonna test some songs.
We're gonna put some Bad Bunny.
Yeah, we're gonna put some songs on.
Let him be surprised.
All right. You know what? I'm actually jealous because he gets to experience Bad Bunny for the first time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And the funny thing is, I've mentioned this before. Like, I discovered Bad Bunny because I was a fan of J Balvin, and then they did a collab album, Oasis, in I think 2017. And I've heard of Bad Bunny before, but I wasn't really listening to his music. But then that joint album, I actually started to enjoy Bad Bunny's versions of music of the songs.
Nice.
Than Balvin, and that turned me into a fan ever since.
Yeah.
But he's really good. He's always been like constantly growing as an artist. He's like reggaeton, he's doing hip hop, he sings, he does like the last album, Debutar Toramos Fotos, which is like a love song to like the constant, like ever evolving Latin culture of music. So we're talking about like salsa, bachata, reggaeton, all of it. He does a wide range of subgenres on that album.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. And it's always going to be a go-to of mine. My favorite personal song is the one that I discovered off Oasis, which is La Ocasión, which is the song, and Otra Noche in Miami, which is just fantastic. It's just, he has such a good singing talent, and he has like an infectious sound. And I just love what he's doing, and I'm glad he's getting the recognition. Yes, he won a lot of Grammys. Some people might be annoyed by that, but to me, comparatively among his peers, he had the most, I guess, amazing impact of 2025.
Well, this from everything I've heard about him,
Mm.
it's gonna this is like one of the few things that's getting me pulling my eyes away from the Puppy Bowl to actually watch the halftime show.
No,
'Cause every year I'm a Puppy Bowl guy.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But
I mean, yeah, the Puppy Bowl is.
Puppy Bowl is
That's why I watch.
That's why we turn on our TVs every Sunday.
yeah,
Puppy Bowl.
Puppy Bowl.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Whole
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice and fresh.
Fresh.
We're drinking seltzer water because we're healthy on the show.
Yeah.
Kirkland Seltzer.
Kirkland
Seltzer.
seltzer water.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, very good. You're a
Yeah.
healthy person.
for health.
So, thank you for sharing. I think that was, I have some new artists I'm gonna check out.
Oh, please.
Very excited about that.
yeah, me too. Definitely.
Yeah, 54 Ultra.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on my I took the notes.
Yeah, It's it was
yeah.
a random discovery originally on social media. I was like hearing the song and someone using the content. I was like, "Who is this?" And
Yeah.
I just decided, and I went down a rabbit hole. But they're really, he's really good. It's originally a singer based in New Jersey, but he developed that band. And it's such a good sounds. I love it. I was shocked when I discovered. I'm like, this is so amazing.
Yeah.
And I hope they keep doing more music, and I can't wait to see what they do more with their albums.
So let's talk a little bit about. I'm excited about this next question.
Ooh,
'Cause
let's go. I love it.
I have an internal battle with this every day. So, these are the artists currently we've been listening to, and I always have, my current rotation, but I also have my back playlist of like my go-tos or artists that I just will always listen to because they have a special place in my heart. But thinking about this and growing up in high school, and like we were, all friends in high school, and like we came up the same way, or not the same way, but like the same time frame. And thinking about how people nowadays, and it's good to be a teacher and get the perspective of the youth of how they discover or how they listen to music. Because I think a lot of what's happening now is AI is just kind of getting its way in there, Skynet. And it's interesting how it influences people in how they listen to music. And sometimes people don't even notice the habits. So the question I want to ask is, thinking about how we grew up and how we listened to music, how we discovered artists. Do we think, is AI expanding our music libraries? Meaning, are we discovering new artists the same way or at the same rate that we used to? Or is AI locking us in to a certain box, a certain genre based on like our listening habits?
Can I ask a clarification question?
Sure, you're a teacher.
So, are you talking about AI creating music or algorithms that are gearing pushing us towards specific songs, specific artists?
That's a great clarifying question. No, I'm speaking more the algorithms
The algorithm.
and how it's gearing or guiding our listening habits
So, like-
versus creating music.
So like the
Right.
Spotify DJ thing
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
that exists.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just want to get your thoughts on this. I can start. I don't mind
Please,
starting
go for
because
it.
I always have strong feelings about this.
Yeah.
I think for me, and I am a Spotify user primarily, although I will dabble in Apple every now and then. But I do think AI locks you into a certain box of artists, genres, and it doesn't really allow you to discover new music. At least I find. And I've actually started. I used to use was DJX a lot, and that's Spotify's AI generator or playlist generator, whatever you want to call it. I used to use it a lot just because of the convenience, but I find that it's gotten boring because it's the same artists over and over again. And maybe it'll show me a new song by the same artist, or it'll show me an artist who I know about, but the songs sound the same. But it's really locking you into a box of, okay, you like this artist, so you're going to like these artists, and this is it. And this is all I'm going to play for you anytime you listen to me.
Right.
which there is a place for that. I think sometimes, like, I don't know, I'm going to work in the morning and like, I don't know what I want to put on because I'm too tired. So I'll just click DJX and like anything it will put on, sure, I might like, right? Which is convenient. But if it's, like today, a Saturday, and it's like, I want to discover somebody new or listen to something different, it's not my go-to. Because I know that it's just locked me into this box of it's going to play the same artists. So I've actually used less and less and less of DJX. I don't really use it anymore, and I just spend more time again, like creating my own playlists, because I know that these are the things I'm going to like. But
that kind of locks you into
right, and that was my next point of like, because then I started to think about, well, back in the day, like high school, like how did I find new artists? And it was really, for me, it was two different ways. Either it was I would watch MTV or Fuse for things, or listen to the radio because sometimes they would have some new stuff, or it was like word of mouth by my friends, like people I'd talk to. And I would find a lot of new artists that way.
Right.
And I just like that it's so much harder now to find anything new.
Right.
So I don't know. That's kind of where I am on it, but want to get your thoughts.
Yeah, I tend to I sort of agree. I don't think I've never thought of me personally listening to music, like when I'm like, I'm gonna go put on music and having that be a discovery tool. I don't think AI is designed to be a discovery tool. I think it's designed to take the work off of you as you don't have to build your own playlist anymore. Let the algorithm build a playlist for you, right?
Sure.
So, but I hate AI. So I'm glad that you're disappointed in it. I think this is just the product of getting older. It was just so much easier. Like when we were
Convenience
in school or whatever, that you'd talk to somebody that they had a beat on something. Sometimes you would have a beat on something. Sometimes they would. Oh, did you hear this song from this person? Oh, this new band. Have you checked them out? Like, I think that's just the nature of being older and not having that same discovery outlet. And it might be something that comes back around to us. Being around younger people, it can reopen you up to hearing new things again. It's probably why the same songs are played at the bars every night, and same cover bands play the same song. Like it's because it's
familiar.
It's all everything's in their own like vacuum. Right.
And I think that's a good point you brought up. Like as we get older, I think the music we listen to also progresses with us. Like we can move together. If that makes sense.
Well, and now the music that we're listening to is older than the oldies that when we were growing up.
Good point. That's a very good point. Very good point.
We're old people.
I think we had me and Derek and had a conversation. Were you on that as well? Where he was talking about like what things are considered classic rock.
Right.
Yeah, you were on this because I shared my cool dad classic rock playlist. Which I'll give you for free if you use promo code ReedyGeeks.
Love that. That's fantastic.
But seriously, like and I was doing it from perspective of people like my dad's age. But realistically speaking, the cool dad playlists are the stuff that we listened to in high school and middle school because, Weezer's Blue album is older now than Dream On was for Aerosmith when the Rock and Roller Coaster came out.
I wish you did tell me that. Oh, no.
So Dream On came out in 1973. Rock and Roller Coaster came out in 1999. So they were already a legacy act. In 1999, and that was you're talking about. That was 26 years old. Weezer Blue Album came out in 1994. That's 32 years ago. This summer, it'll be 32 years old. So
we're old.
So
we're there.
So you're talking about what's classic rock? Weezer's classic rock,
right?
Blink-182, Green Day,
right? That's good.
That stuff is classic rock now. It just is.
Yeah.
It's your dad. It's
Your
kids' dad's
music.
We are the dads now.
Yeah.
We are, yes. And steer into the skid and come join me on the Cool Dad Rock playlist.
Yeah.
It's actually a great playlist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Highly recommend.
I can't wait for it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So I was taking notes here of what I was thinking here too, and I feel like a lot of the algorithms of social media, well, actually just social media in general has like liberated us from the traditional pipeline of fandom,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And so with that though also creates a lot of noise.
Right.
And sometimes you get overwhelmed by the amount of choices you have to where you don't hear anything.
Mm,
And
good point.
so I think that could,
a good point.
you rely on then what you know. Right?
Correct.
And then you also have like random songs
Mm.
becoming famous because of TikTok and because it has,
Yep.
it has like the algorithm catches it and it's, and shows it more. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And,
Mhm.
and then people are just doing random dances to that song. They might not even like that song,
Mm.
but it's for the views. So
Right.
They're
you have things that are getting famous for like the wrong reason. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
There are plenty of songs that only have 30 good seconds, and it's the 30 seconds
that they use.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
and
Right.
it'll go viral, and that artist will actually be able to make money
Yeah.
off of that
Yeah.
song. But if you look at the artist as like you listen to their EP or their album or even the entirety of their song, you go, wait,
Uh-huh. Mm.
all they have is that 30
Yeah,
seconds.
that's not good.
Right, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
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 And it's disheartening. You don't want
Yeah.
to go and reach out and explore new things because I finally found something new that I liked and it
And it
kinda
was
sucked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it discourages
Yeah.
you. I get what you're saying. That's a good point.
It's wild.
But so then with this Spotify AI DJ,
Mhm.
right? Do you think it's ever possible to analyze someone's musical palette enough that you can just like sift through that noise of all the music out there that's just independent
Mm.
to grab a couple things then and then to show you?
No,
No.
I don't think so because I think at best it's going to show you the songs that you from the artists in that same genre that you don't like.
Mm.
So like
Yeah.
let's take it to mid 2000s emo. That's me and Derek's bread and butter, right?
Mm.
So if the Spotify DJ knows, oh, we like Bayside,
Mhm.
and you go, okay, you know what else is in that genre that he hasn't listened to? The Used. And then The Used comes up and I go, but I don't really like The Used.
Right.
Mm.
I know this song. I don't really care for it. Thumbs
Mm.
down.
Yeah.
And then it's going to feed me all the other artists in the subgenre that I've already heard that
Mm.
have already been like, this is not for me.
But that's by categorizing based on genre. But
And,
will it be
and
able to?
level of popularity too,
Right.
because it's like, okay, so this is streamed about the same amount, but he's never listened to this.
Right.
So I'm showing him something completely new to what they think.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
But would they be able to though analyze the chords, the notes of songs that you like to create a personalized palette, like musical palette, so that it's not just
I don't.
being based on a
No,
genre?
I don't think they're
because
there
even
yet.
AI isn't like so many things. Every once in
Yeah.
a while, you hear about, oh, this thing is AI powered and it's so great, and you realize it's like, it's just
It's just a-
cameras
it's a
and there's someone in India that's
Yeah.
watching you. Like,
Right, or it's a predictive algorithm.
right,
Like
it's
that's-
just a
yeah.
regular
There's so
algorithm
many
that's
models.
already existed for
predictive-
years,
For years
and they just call
Yeah.
it AI now because they put some sort of extra learning module in
on it. Yeah. Yeah.
that just barely makes it qualify as AI. But it's the
Right.
same algorithm we've
yeah.
had
Right.
since early 2000s.
since
Right.
2007 or
Yeah.
whatever. Right?
Exactly.
It's like slightly
Um,
better. Slightly.
But is it?
Is it
Because
better?
It's so
Right,
much
right,
more
right.
confident in. It's so much more confident that the top result is fact
Mm.
that it really can take you in a bad place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I I personally don't like what AI, because there's so much discussion about AI and what it really is, and
Mhm.
sometimes it just comes down to, is it really? It's not. People used to think AI is like, oh, the computer can think now by itself, and it's like it's not really thinking anymore. It's just it's on models of predictability,
Right.
right? That's all it really is, and
Yeah.
it's like mathematical statistics. That's
Yeah.
really all it is.
Yeah.
Which music has a basis of math to it.
Sure.
There's a
yeah.
lot of math.
There's a
in
lot
it.
of math in there.
And you'd think that maybe they could break it down to the ones and zeros.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
But there's an element of, for lack of better words, I'm going to call like the human element of you can't really figure out a person's taste in music, like nail it down 100%.
Yeah.
Because day to day, like what I want to listen to changes.
Yeah.
Even not even day to day, like hour to hour, minute to minute. Like I might want to listen to like Bayside 1 minute, and then 2 seconds later, it's like, you know what? Let's put on some like I don't know, Zed.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
And it's not that good. And I think, you know, DJ X being one of the only real ones I know, it's not good at its job. It's like it's convenient. So I guess if that's its purpose, fine. Then it can do that. But in terms of like finding new music, no.
Do you see a place where it could grow to be better and like could can you foresee anything like
So
that?
here, okay, and I don't know if anyone else has discovered this because this came out recently. I don't know if this was in the last week or so that Spotify can now do this with DJX. You can now tell it, give it a prompt,
And it'll create a playlist.
a playlist based on that prompt.
Oh, that's gonna be terrible at first.
It is terrible. I tried it. It's like I don't know. I gave it a few basic prompts, and like none of the artists were what I wanted.
Right.
But I can see that developing maybe over time, and if that could get better, sure. Then if I have some input there, that's great. But again, I don't think AI can replace you just sitting down and thinking about music you want to listen to and make a playlist. I think that's
No, yeah. No, I don't think it's there.
and I don't think it will ever replace what we used to do, which I'm sure generations before us or like our parents or whatever used to do, which is like share music with each other.
Yeah.
Of like, here's an artist I really like. You've never heard of them.
Right.
It's just I don't know how it can replace it. I don't think it will.
No. And I will say this to add on top of that. Like, I remember when you said word to mouth. Like, when I heard about, like, for example, my favorite artist, Nas, it was my brother who put me onto it. So, I remember one time I was listening to, like, he was playing a song and I was just like, what is that? And then he, and I'm like maybe 10 or 12. And should I be listening to it? No. But nonetheless, I listened to it and it became.
I'm gonna tell your mom.
Yeah. Well, she knows. It's too late now. You found out, Mom. Yeah. It was but, like certain artists like Nas, DMX, like at the time, like because my brothers are playing it, I was like, who is this? And then all of a sudden, I associate that the origin of how I discovered that artist based on who, put me onto them. So my brothers.
Yeah.
So the same thing with like what you're saying, I think that creates a layer of appreciation for that music because you're like someone was playing something, you trust their word or their opinion in music, and then they gave you something and now it's a part of you or it's a part of your musical taste and palette. Yeah. So I agree with you on that. And I personally think AI definitely boxes into our libraries or the sounds that we listen to. And for me, that's a problem. Right. I love discovering new artists, new sounds, new business bands, and all these things. It's one of my favorite aspects about music is discovering somebody. And you're like, oh, I heard this one song. Then I want to hear what is the latest album, and then I can hear the rest of the discography.
And, this is my last point, is Spotify kind of does that already without AI. They'll just release like, New Music Friday.
Right.
Or Radar release.
Release Radar, yeah.
So it's like, here's a bunch of new artists
that you
take a listen to.
Yeah.
So I wish, and I'm not a computer person, but I'm pretty sure they could just build that into the AI algorithm of like, hey, here's a bunch of like new music. You might like this. Check it out.
Yeah, like maybe that's an option of DJ. Like you can write a prompt. Like maybe they're gonna combine prompting of the creating a playlist with the DJ to be like, I want to listen to new music today, and then the DJ does that.
Right.
Or almost there's a right, or maybe that's a prompt that you tell them, I want to listen to new music today, or you can. Even like maybe there's a setting within the app of how far into new stuff do you want to go? Like do I only want to hear? You can almost like if you think of that as a slider or a sliding scale, where it's like you can go from 0 to 10. You turn on DGX and it's like how heavy should I give you new stuff?
So
Things are
Spotify,
created this hour.
right?
Yeah.
So Spotify, you can send checks payable to Music Musings.
ReedyGeeks.
Oh man, that's gonna be litigation right there.
Music podcast at gmail.com or ReedyGeeks.
ReedyGeeks@gmail.com is our Gmail address.
You can pay us there. We take Venmo, any other forms of payment. Thank you, Spotify. Oh wow. Yeah. So
I hear they got a lot of money.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't pay well.
They don't pay their artists.
Yeah.
I hear that they pay their artists phenomenally well, and that the CEO makes no money.
Right.
Yeah.
that it's
The-
really great for
Philanthropy.
everybody.
Philanthropy. There we go. That's
Yeah,
that's.
he does it for the love of the game, right? He's definitely a music fan. He's not just a tech guy, right?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's on there for free.
Yeah, he's just doing it. Joe's just doing it for the love of the
Joe,
game.
just
love of the game.
He loves
He
it.
went exclusive. He goes, I love what you're doing.
Loves
I love how you're just paying artists.
Treating us fairly.
I'm just gonna give you my podcast for free.
free. Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's how that works. That's really how that works.
100%. 100%.
Anyway. Well, this was a fantastic podcast.
But also Spotify podcast. If you want to sponsor the Reedy Geeks podcast,
Yes.
ReedyGeeks@gmail.com.
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're not even going to mention it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh man.
That's all getting cut.
So none of this is getting cut.
Yeah.
I don't have time to edit. No, but this is a great podcast. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I know you've said it a lot, but please tell everyone your socials.
So we are just at ReedyGeeks on all socials: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah. You can find us there. Actually, coming up in March, we've got a really fun thing coming up. It's called Mouse Madness. If it sounds like something you might have heard of from a certain college playoff thing, you're mistaken. It's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a completely different thing.
Call 100%.
Similar but different.
It's very different.
Right.
We're taking 64 of the best restaurants at Disney World, and we're pitting them against each other. And it's going to be a real bracket challenge. Everyone can fill out their brackets, play along. We've got really great special guests lined up. Some very popular people in the Disneyverse are going to help us so that we got the most thorough decision. We've taken the feedback that we received that, sometimes the geeks put their thumb on the scale for the things that they like and not what's objectively best.
Right.
So we're going to try to be more objective this time.
And the listeners also who submit their brackets will get a vote as well. So if you play along, you get to decide the fate, or be part of the conversation to decide the fate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as
thank you again for having us.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
And always follow us at Music Musings Podcast, Instagram. That's all we have. And if you have any email suggestions, please email us at musicmusingpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes,
Almost
sir.
in sync there.
Yeah, almost.
All right.
Work on it.
All right. And we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast. If you have an idea for an intro or an outro that we could play on our show, please send to musicmusingspodcast@gmail.com.
If you have any questions, comments, or ideas, please email us at musicmusingspodcast@gmail.com.